You're live.
Fucking shit. Live and shit. Welcome. What episode are we? Does it matter?
No. No.
Welcome to the last, for now, I don't know, fucking episode of the Gamers Garage podcast. My name is Justin, aka Pseudo, aka Big Boy McGee, aka fucking Hammy's dad, aka Shut Your Fucking Mouth, Uncle Fucker. Everybody is here, and that's a good thing. We've got Crash and Klaus and Candace and the little green man. Fucking everybody. Everybody's here.
Oh, Green Man. That's a green
And we're
who?
live.
Is that his name?
We're live on Twitch.tv. Do people say .tv? They just do Twitch.
I
just aged myself about 20 years. I'm thinking.
We're live on
We're live on
http //www.
Oh my god. That's
Dot,
This is going great
the
so far.
Twitch dot television.
solid. .television.
Except it doesn't stand for television. TV is a country code. Did you know that?
Yeah. It is.
for Tel Aviv.
Maybe.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean,
Just guess.
the streaming sites and stuff like that use it for TV because that's what it looks like. So they buy out all those things, but it's technically a code for a different country.
Huh?
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. That's how they get around all that shit.
I looked into
Well,
buying
isn't
the
that
Would You
nutty?
Kindly .tv domain at one time. And they wanted. Geez, this was a year ago.
I almost bought wouldyoukind.ly and it wasn't going to be super expensive, but I'm like, meh.
Also,
Well, I remember-
Crash.
I remember you looked up something like that, and you said
That's
it was.
Libya.
And you said it was kind of expensive. When I looked up like the .tv on GoDaddy, they wanted like $40. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
That's
Really?
not that bad.
For a
Okay.
.tv domain name?
$40.
Fuck that.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, although I just paid for the .net, the renewal, and it was almost $20. And I was like, I mean,
nobody got time for that shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah. Anyways, that's boring. I don't want to talk about that anymore. But
Right,
we're live. We're
ins
live
and
on
outs
Twitch,
of-
and thank you to
Dude,
everybody who is currently listening to us in the live chat and shit on Twitch. I don't know if they're going to be more or less or fucking I don't know. Right now, I'm just saying that they're not.
Nobody's hearing us. It might be
Nobody's
Tom, though. Let's be fair.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
You're muted. Why are we talking to Tommy? If he can't
okay,
hear
one
us?
of you load
Wait.
up. He says now he
I'm
might be
gonna-
able to.
Nose goes.
One of you go
Yes,
to the
yes.
website and look. If I go there, I'm gonna
Hold
fucking
on.
bog the whole stream. So.
I'm
Alright.
going.
And
Oh, he had to turn
wait,
up the
you said-
speakers. God damn it, Tommy!
I told you. I told you this is
Classic
gonna
Tommy.
be
We love
Tommy.
you so much. We love you
Fucking
so much.
Tommy.
Never change, please.
For those that don't know who Tommy is, Tommy used to be a host on the Gamers Garage.
For a
Now,
long time.
You can
For-
see
yeah,
his
for
animated
3
arm
years.
choking my little avatar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, Tommy walks around with a black cloud around his head and has the worst things happen to him, but he also brings 90% of those on himself. That's Tommy.
But he also did invent Bark Ops.
Yes,
Yeah,
our
that's
God.
true.
We
Bark up.
cannot be Bark
He
Ops.
should get a patent on that shit just to make sure that sticks with him.
Yeah.
Also, shouts to Faperture, Nihilus Zealot, and Remvarian, who are also in chat right now. And now immortalized forever in this last episode. because you said their name.
So long as I don't
Screen.
fuck it up and lose the recording.
Yeah,
Don't say
and
that shit because then it happens.
you know who Faperture is, right, Justin?
I think so.
That's Brandon, the original owner of Woody Kindly.
Oh shit, that's right.
Well,
Okay, I did know that.
Thanks for blowing up his spot there and letting him know that he didn't fucking remember you. Sorry, Brandon. He didn't remember.
You know what, Brandon? I remembered you. Who the fuck is Brandon?
I totally remembered Brandon.
I totally recognized the name. I'm like, I fucking know who that is, but of course I had to be the dickhead that's like, nope, not ringing a bell. Sorry. So yeah, that's fun. We got some stuff going on. So I
Hey,
was thinking
real
it's
quick, hold on.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
show. Crash, my darling.
Yes.
Oh.
What you been playing?
Oh, son of a bitch.
You didn't even see that coming? Oh my god. How could you not see that coming? Had to get it in one last time.
Ah,
No,
fucking assholes.
my idea was it's been 2 months now since we've done one of these. Like we were like, yeah, guys, you're gonna take 2 weeks off. We're gonna come back and do the last show, and we'll wait a couple months and see where we're at. 2 months later, we're finally getting around to that 2 week long show or 2 week away show or whatever the fuck it was.
I thought you said 2 week long shower.
2 week long shower.
Man,
Yeah.
that's a good
let's
shower.
let's just have a round table. What have you guys been doing in these last two? What you been lifing these last 2 months?
What you been lifing?
What you been
Nice.
lifing?
I've been working like a lot. So
Well,
there
tell
isn't
tell
a
people
little-
what you do for the maybe random 1 or 2 people that might listen to this and have no
Yeah,
clue.
I don't. I think you got
We're
that
gone?
position, or you announced that position after we went on hiatus.
I think
You
it's
may
true.
have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like 2 months. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm the editor in chief and the lead writer at Loot Crate and the Daily Crate, their offshoot, online site. So that's what I've been doing, and I do it pretty much all day, every day. That is
Yeah.
all I do anymore. So
You do it so well, people have been trying to poach you from what you've been
I
saying on the
no,
interwebs.
shitheads. You know what's even creepier is the guy who tried to poach me is the guy who tried to like molest me at E3.
Hey, let's
during-
call him out. Fucking call him out.
Fuck this guy. No, I can't do that. But no, it's
I don't care. Nothing bad can happen to me anymore. This is it. This is done after this.
yeah, for you. Yeah, but no, like he after I was already like, kind of into the whole Loot Crate thing, that was when he messaged me and he's like, hey, like I'm starting up a new site and you should, come on. And you were my wild card when we first, were working together. Now keep in mind, this was like 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
Like it was that long ago. So I was like, no, I'm pretty good with where I'm working right now. Like I really enjoy where I am. He's like, yeah, but like we had a good thing. I'm like, did we? Because like I quit immediately after that situation where like I woke up and he was like crawling between my legs.
No.
And then I was like, I'm out. I literally quit the next day. So did we have a good thing? Not sure we did.
Yeah, and for all potential poachers, Candace only does volunteer work with us. Okay, get it fucking right.
Right. Bitch pay me. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
So no, yeah, so I did try to get poached. That was kind of weird. I was like, why would I go back to that when I've got this over here? We're doing good. We're doing good stuff.
Mhm.
And he's like, I know, but you're always gonna miss your first time. I'm like, oh, come on,
Oh Christ.
fuck creeper. So yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of. It's almost turning into like when you lost your virginity story. Come on, you'll never forget your first.
No, thankfully nobody ever told.
And I'll never
For
forget
her-
my
You
first.
just
Ugh.
went there. Klaus, what have you been doing in the last couple months, sir?
I live in Minnesota, so I've been trying to survive.
So you've been getting the frozen shit overhead every day for like 2 months.
Well, I mean, there hasn't been too much snow, but it has been so consistently below zero up here that no snow has melted. And so it's just accumulated everywhere. And it's horrible because, as I told you guys, I have like seasonal depression. And so it's been like fucking just miserable. And so I've just been trying to get by and not go absolutely crazy.
Well, like you don't have nooses like hanging up all over the place or anything like that, right? Like we don't have to stage an intervention.
No.
We don't have to, like,
I'm
Okay, good.
better. There were some point. Well, there were no points where I was ever considering anything like that because I'm way too
That's good.
narcissistic to ever consider something that bad. I think way too highly of
Jeez.
myself. But
No.
no, not
You
me.
never. No way.
But no, yeah, I've been slowly kind of picking myself up, getting going again and stuff like that. Starting to make videos again and all that stuff. So, but really, aside from that, it's just been trying to stay warm. I'm just cold all the time, and it's horrible. And I hate Minnesota. And I always
Do you
wondered.
have the love of a body to keep you warm? Do you have like a nice young.
Like it's just a body, like not.
body, yeah.
That was the weirdest way to segue into that question I've ever heard.
Well, okay.
Just a body.
Is there a body?
No, there's not. That some of the depression might center around that. So good bringing that up. Yeah.
Glad I reminded you.
Yeah.
Glad I reminded you.
There's some salt for your wound, Klaus. Hope it's okay.
Klaus, I'll spend a weekend with you because man love is
yes.
straight up.
That's what I
And
need.
love is straight up. Always.
Even in text, Tommy is trying to remind you his life is worse than yours.
Tommy, fuck off. Fuck off, Tommy. It's been
Oh,
below
no.
0 for 2 months. Do you have any idea how much fucking wind chill and bullshit I put up with? And I work
Oh, dude.
outside, so
No,
fuck off.
he's in Montana, so he totally does. That's the thing. And plus, like, Montana is like Minnesota with way less shit to do.
Yeah,
Like,
and it
come on,
smells
guys,
like
bark
pee,
off.
so, you know.
Yeah. Basically, where Tommy lives, like, remember those old guy stories? I used to walk 30 miles in the snow just to get to school. That's where Tommy lives, and it's true.
Yeah. So,
Poor
Tommy does have it worse
Your
than
life
me in
is
that
shittier,
respect.
Tommy. Yeah, sorry, Tom. Your life is shittier than ours.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
about you, Justin? You
Oh, damn it. I was just going to turn it around on you. You son of a bitch. You beat me.
no, I gotta turn it around to you. You already asked me the forbidden question, so fuck you.
What you been lifing, Crash?
What you been
Um,
lifing, Justin?
I'm coining that. I should totally copyright that phrase. I've been working. I got a dog. He's awesome.
Hey,
Yeah, I got a PS4, which is also pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
totally.
you got one. When?
Maybe just under a month ago. I want to say something like
Huh.
that.
Are you liking
Yeah.
it?
I'm loving the shit out of that thing so far. I played through Killzone, and I could talk about that later or something. I don't know. I like the free PS Plus game so far. Getting the shit scared out of me by Outlast is an
yeah.
experience. Actually, kind of bringing my girlfriend into video gaming a little bit more because she was super intrigued by that the concept for a game. So as she actually picked up the controller, was like, I want to play this. Like, show me how to play this. And so we've had some bonding time that way. By the way, if she'll never listen to this, but hi, Rachel, what's going on?
Hi,
Hi,
Rachel.
Rachel.
We celebrated our year anniversary, or I guess that's just first anniversary last week. So that's all good.
Aw.
It's going
You
well.
know, I was just
Cute.
thinking about that because it was last
A year
year at the
a year
Level Up
ago.
Expo or whatever, where
Yep, when
I
I started
remember
talking
you
to her.
started like texting her. We were like,
Yeah.
In the
oh,
middle
what
of our
if-
drunk episode.
yeah.
In the
Yeah.
middle of our drunk episode. Yeah.
In the middle of the drunk episode, next to the bed, while we were all uncomfortably sitting there drunk.
While I was getting my butt dive bombed by Klaus, I'm talking on the phone with this at the time prospective new girlfriend who I am now still with.
See,
So,
look what I helped lead you to.
here's my official endorsement. You want good things to happen in your life? Let Klaus dive bomb your butthole.
That's
Everything
right.
will be
Come on,
Hey, okay.
Klaus.
Ladies,
Klaus.
gentlemen,
Klaus, just one more
anyone.
time. Come on, do it, Klaus. Say it one more time.
I'm a dive bomb your butthole.
God damn it.
I was so proud of you guys that night.
That was
Oh.
a
So proud.
That is one of
Pride
my
is not
favorite
something
clips of-
I associate with that night in the least.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
it's
wouldn't.
still- My favorite clip of all time came out of that, and it was from you, Klaus, because, even better, not just, I'm going to dive bomb your butthole, but, preemptive to that, you were like, Justin, I got the high ground.
No, you weren't there to see the fear/irritation on Justin's face as he laid belly down on the floor waiting for Klaus
Trying to
toss
run a
pounds.
board and Skype and all of that other shit. Trying to make sure our shit doesn't all break down in the middle of us being drunk and recording. Yeah, that was.
And then the one point is where Klaus is just trying to walk across where Justin is, and Justin automatically got like scared like a horse and just reared up.
Did I rear up or like kick up? I remember
You-
doing something.
Reared your leg up, and like
Yeah.
Klaus is like, "Whoa, wasn't even trying to do anything."
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was like, "You got the fear in him. You got the fear in him, Klaus. You got the fear in him."
Oh, man, Ramvarian, if you only knew the clips that we have, every episode is a
Oh my
soundboard.
god.
Yeah, the whole thing.
used to have a soundboard, and thankfully it broke because the entire thing was just filled with me saying the worst shit possible.
Candace, I still have all those saved.
It's got to be close to a year since we got rid of the soundboard too, or I shouldn't say got rid of.
No,
Than
it broke
and never worked again.
One of us ninja'd into your house and broke that fucking thing.
Well,
Right.
you remember I said I was going to back off, and then I did, and I only played maybe 2 or 3 that were relevant.
True.
I stopped doing it, and then all of a sudden it just wouldn't let me do anything. So anytime we ever wanted to like play a live clip, we could never do it though, and that sucked. So, but
Okay with that.
I think my favorite Candace clip of all time was, "All right, guys, get behind me."
Jesus.
Or no,
That's your favorite.
her first drunk episode is even better. I'm just gonna sit here and just start shoving hot dogs and buns in my mouth so I can absorb the alcohol. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Drunk episodes never worked out very well, but I do know that our first drunk episode with Klaus was the best one.
Well,
that
let's
was
see. We've got
the horseradish with real bits of horse in it.
Yep.
The commercial we did, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just re-listened to that like semi recently. Even I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" Where we just tore up that night. I don't even remember probably the last half of the quiz, and then I remember coming back for all the discussion that happened afterwards, and it was just
Oh
out of
god,
control.
yeah, the quiz. Ooh.
Which Candace won, fair and
I
square.
won.
Yep.
I totally won. And I knew that it was a good drunk episode by the fact that I had to go hide into a tiny Mexican restaurant in Los Angeles with my sunglasses on in a dark restaurant to text Klaus because Klaus was worried he did stupid shit. And I
Though,
was like, you did.
to
you
be fair,
did.
we both did our fair share of stupid shit.
We totally did. But I remember you were really concerned because you remembered none of it.
Oh,
We remembered all of it.
I remembered most
I just remember
of it,
a picture
but there
of
were parts
Klaus
that
putting
also
his
got
hand down his
hazy.
boxers, put into regular chat, and him going, "Oh fuck, that wasn't supposed to go there." And yeah,
I'm touching my balls, you guys. And they just like I'm losing it.
No. I'm holding my balls in my hands.
that's what it was.
God damn
I'm
it.
holding my balls in my hand.
Fuck Apple.
Oh.
Steve Jobs, I hope you rolling over in your thorn grave.
That's when we weren't talking about Travis Haas apple pie liquor.
Yeah,
There we
that
go.
apple pie
I still
liqueur
haven't
was
tried that shit.
delicious. I missed
And
that
the fact
stuff.
that we kept calling it liqueur when it was not liqueur at all.
Shut up.
Liqueur.
Yeah,
I
it
went
was,
to this
wasn't
day
it?
called liqueur.
No, it's liquor. It's totally liquor.
and the best tagline ever for a product: "Try my pie."
Try my
Right.
pie.
That was on the panties. That was
Yeah.
on the panties.
Oh, yeah.
That's some classy panties.
Oh, it's good stuff, though. That was delicious.
Definitely all of the nostalgia there. Who's that?
High
Sparkle Fist. Sparkle.
Oh, I wish we had that on a sound clip. Can I just have that for my ringtone for you whenever you call?
You want me to
Sparkle,
do that again?
sparkle.
Sparkle, guys.
Sparkle.
Well, I think I was laughing over it, but that was pretty clean otherwise. I think you can cut that down, make it your ringtone.
I will. As soon as Klaus puts this up, I'm gonna go ahead and save it.
That's right. Crash, what have you been doing these last 2 months exactly?
Nothing.
Just nothing? Kind of like they're doing in Office Space? Like,
Not
Fuck,
playing fucking
just-
Diablo 3. That's
shit,
for damn
shit.
sure.
oh,
I'm sorry.
cuts deep.
Do you realize that I have a level 60 on my PC and I have a level 52 on my PS3? Like, what are you doing? I work every fucking day. It's not like I'm the only, like, I don't have a job. I got stuff going on. I have a kid. I
I have
still
a
manage.
level 0.
Yeah.
Just
Don't have the game. So there.
Just saying, you could totally try. You could give it a little try.
Esoteric,
You
yay!
know what I did? I got a lot of rest, to be honest. Like, and just kind of clearing my mind and not having to worry about anything was really nice. And
That's
you know,
what we were going for when we come to Jesus talk with you about
Right.
everything.
yeah. And for the listeners, basically they staged an intervention for me and said you need to like stop because it's not healthy anymore for you. And it's true. And it, you know, I think some of your guys' worries was that it was going to affect me physically, and it actually ended up happening because
do tell.
I started working on a new project. I'm building a website for some streamers called Overboard Gaming, and it's not like I have a big responsibility. I'm doing this for fun. I'm learning some stuff. It's casual, but me, as Justin would say, I go to the paint hard.
Goes hella hard in the paint.
You should have said that a little cooler, though. That sounded like you've never said it before in your life. But all right, go ahead.
Crash is going hella hard in the paint.
See,
There
Justin,
Thank you.
Justin's got my back. It's all good. So, you guys know when I start working on website stuff or any kind of project, I start losing a lot of lack of sleep.
Mhm.
And this last week, just because I just really wanted to get some things done and not have that much to worry about, I was getting about 4 hours sleep a night, and I work 12-hour days. Yesterday at work, about 3 o'clock, I was walking out of a job, and all of a sudden, like if you go swimming, you get like water in like one ear, and you get that cloudy feeling on just that one side of your head.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had that happen to my right ear and my right eye, and it totally disrupted my vision. And
Did you have a stroke?
Yeah, I was
I
about to
don't-
say,
I-
it sounds like a stroke.
it was
Seriously.
scary. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Did you
So-
seek medical help?
No, it started to subside a little.
God.
It started to
You
it started to subside a little bit.
Rub
Yeah.
some dirt on it? Just went back to work?
Yeah.
Some tussin,
Well, I went.
brush the shoulders off.
I went to run and like I've mentioned before, I'm not going to name the company I work for, but I'm a cable guy. So I ran a digital box over to another tech that was about 10 minutes away from me. He was out, and it started to subside. I was fine. I was feeling a little bit better, and I was like, yeah. But I told him, I was like, I think I might just go home. And I called the supervisor, kind of let him know what was going on, let my dispatcher know what was going on. And I was like, I'm going to go do this last job. I'm going to power through it. I think I'm fine. I think it's just something weird just going on. Maybe I'm just tired. And
He's like, yo, Josh, the side of your face is kind of drooping a bit. Maybe see a doctor. And you're like, nah, fuck it.
well,
And Josh is like,
and
I
then
smell burnt toast.
Yeah. So,
We shouldn't be laughing at this. Of course we can't. Crash is okay now.
well,
You're okay now.
yeah, well, my supervisor says to me, he's like, well, just let me know what's going on. If you need us to come and arrange for you to be picked up and your van brought back to the office. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll let you know. So I start driving to the last job. I was just going to do this last job, call it a day. And as I'm driving there, it started to like flare up again and happen. And I was like, oh, fuck this. And thank God I was only like maybe 5 blocks away from home. I was actually really close. I was like, no, I turned around and I called my supervisor. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm done today. So I slept.
And then you went
crashed.
to a doctor?
No, I never went to a doctor. I crashed out yesterday for about 4 hours. I woke up and I felt great ever since. And it was just, I was depriving myself of sleep again. And
Oh, okay.
started
So
to-
it wasn't like withdrawal or anything.
No, so it really started to affect me physically, and that was kind of scary. And I knew I was about to reach that point when you guys had a sit down with me, but for some reason, I'm stupid like that, So,
Right.
I need to
I'll
learn
say
how
this
to.
now. Go see a fucking doctor, man. Come
Right.
on.
I think with me, I need to learn how to do things in moderation, and not drive my body to the. Oh, shut up, Candace.
So wait. Do you have insurance through your employer?
Yeah, but I'm not.
Go see the fucking doctor, man. Come on.
Well, I feel great now.
Whoa.
That's what most people say before they have a massive heart attack and die. I'm feeling really good.
At least
Sparkleface has a migraine. No, I didn't have a headache though. It was weird. It was like my right eye just felt like pressure behind it, and my right ear it was almost like an echo. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Dude, Tommy just says, "Oh, it's okay, just some bees."
Fuck
some
you,
dirt on
Tommy.
those bees,
Okay,
Tommy.
all right, Tommy. All right, you know what? You want to talk some shit? I'm not the one who tries to kill a horde of fucking Africanized killer bees with a wiffle ball bat.
Hey, man, it'll get the job done.
To be fair, Tommy did come out of that one unscathed.
It's true.
Oh yeah, that's because his kids duct tape like socks to his hands and.
Were there socks bits involved somewhere?
Yeah. it's
I don't
still-
know. It was genius. It still worked.
Again, I was
Tommy's,
just gonna say again. The point is, he still
Yeah.
came out unscathed.
Tommy's still kicking. Like they always say that like the smart ones are gonna die first. And so I know Tommy, nothing against you, you're darling. but you will be alive beyond the rest of us.
Is his punishment? He must have done something in a previous life.
Oh man.
It's
This
gotta
is
be
this
that.
is more speaking into the stuff Tommy does and not about him. Tommy, I'm
Yeah.
not calling you names,
Um,
but there is that one saying: if you're gonna be dumb, you got to be tough. And I think he's like a fucking poster child. Like some of the stuff I've heard about him doing, I'm just like, oh man. But Tommy is a tough motherfucker, and you're right. He'll be here when the apocalypse happens. Like
Oh yeah.
fucking punching people in the face because
Yeah,
he's,
oh, yeah.
he's yeah,
He's
dude.
gonna
I
be-
would,
He's gonna be the leader of the Marauders, and Crash is gonna be nailed to the bumper.
He wouldn't do that to me.
It wouldn't be about that. You'd be bait.
Well, see, he'll be the leader of the Marauders, but you know he's going to be missing one arm and have replaced it with like a hook or a chainsaw or something.
Sharp bees.
are you trying to say that Tommy's the next Ash? Like fucking
Very
chainsaw for one
possibly.
arm, shotgun in the other hand, like boomstick style? I can see that happening.
Oh man. All right. As far as games, you know what? I built, or I had one built, a new gaming PC.
Hey yo.
One Bill, you took it apart already? You just got the fucking thing.
No, I had one built for me. Yeah, I got built an AMD system through iBuyPower
How much you spend, sucker?
823.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. It's not
Free-
bad.
Free shipping. I actually caught the tail end. Oh yeah, the shipping is like $75 usually. So,
iBuyPower generally will kick the shipping out if you're gonna spend over like 600. So
yeah.
that's cool.
So I mean, it's a nice AMD, like a 6-core AMD processor, 2 terabyte hard drive, just like their standard case. What is it? R7 AMD overclocked GPU, 600 watt power supply. God, what else did I get in that thing?
Well, here's the real question: have you been playing any games
Does it play
on it?
it?
I played.
Yeah, like
Play games.
I played Metro 2033 a little bit, and
That's-
it ran really smooth.
Cool.
Very nice.
Wait, Metro 20. Which one is Last Light? Is
That's
that
the follow-up.
newer one. Yeah, it's the newer
Okay.
one.
Yep. Now,
Gotcha.
Crash, when you've been playing Metro 2033, have you been playing it on shit? What do they call it? Basically, like the realistic mode, Ranger mode.
Ranger.
I don't know, just normal, I guess.
Okay, no, because and it might be a special thing. You have to get it separate. I don't know, but they have what's called Ranger mode on that game, where everything becomes a lot more realistic. Like you can only take a couple bullets, and if someone gets a bullet to the head to you or something like that, you're done. And bullets are really scarce, and it's
Klaus.
really vicious.
No. See, I don't
Klaus,
like the.
Hold on, Klaus. You are the only one that enjoys torturing themselves through video games.
I do.
You are the only one who would be like, you know what? Yeah, I want one hit to kill me and kill me forever, and then my entire account's gone.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
like
god!
crazy.
If there was
could we
an
make the
MMO
game
like
just
that, I would
uninstall
just
itself from the computer entirely? Like,
There is a game that does that. There is a game, and I'm surprised Klaus doesn't know about it.
which one?
wasn't there some weird Russian game like that? Like, if you fucked up, it deleted your save file and then like corrupted the game so you couldn't actually play it again?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
it installed itself and shit. Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Leave. Yeah.
Oh my god! I need to get.
I remember
this.
hearing about that about the same time I was looking into Slender because
Yeah.
like being a fan of that game kind of led me down the wormhole of like other fucking stupid creepy games, and apparently that one's been a mystery forever. And
Right.
it's like I wish I should look and see if I can find the name of it, because looking into it, it's fucking weird, man. Like they're like only a couple of people who've tried to like stream it or something, and there's one dude who tried to stream it and ended up crying, and I don't know how much of that is fact and how much is fiction, but like there's a bunch of weird lore surrounding it. It's awesome.
Man.
And Zealot's with you, Klaus. He likes the Ranger mode.
Yeah, Zealot. It's really
I don't
good,
know why.
except like I was playing it and I got to a point where I'm up on the surface and there are like monster boogans everywhere. And I'm all like, oh no. And I saved at like the worst spot where I had like no respirator masks left and like no ammo. And so every time I loaded my save, I was basically just reloading my death.
Oh god.
It was
It's even
terrible.
hard on normal. It
Oh,
is.
It's
yeah.
like the worst Groundhog's Day you could imagine. R.I.P. Harold Ramis. But Just
I
saying.
know. How about that shit?
Oh, you gotta
That's
bring us
fucking-
down.
Oh,
I
that
know,
ruined my
sorry.
childhood, man. That just like any child like within me anymore just died when that happened. You know, I'm sad. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
We're
Yay,
very
happy
insane.
last
The one
episode.
we're talking about is called Kill Switch.
Kill Switch, that's the one. I just found that too. Because apparently, like, I'm looking at it now, you could choose between a girl or a demon, and nobody ever finished the game with the demon because he was invisible. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, because upon beating the game, all trace of it would be erased from your hard drive.
Yep.
And it says, the only copy of the self-deleting game surfaced on eBay. It was probably bought for $733,000 by a man from Japan named Yamamoto Ryuichi. Ryuichi planned to document his playthrough of the game on YouTube. The only video Ryuichi posted was of him staring at his computer screen and crying. So, there's that.
Cool.
Huh.
Awesome.
Sounds wicked awesome.
Sounds like a
Especially
sweet
for
game.
a game in 1989. Like, you know,
Right.
the graphics we had in 1989. Like, was there any game in 1989 that you were like, this is just bone chilling? I don't know if I can continue this. Like, this is too much. Like, unless it gave you epileptic seizures and possible subliminal like messages
Hey,
through blinking, I can't imagine.
You played a game until you cried blood. Let's not cast too many stones right away.
One time. Jesus, one time you cry some blood. from
Everything's one time for you.
Oh man.
Right? Well, it's kind of the way it is for a
I
lot
think
of
you
people,
only
isn't
have to
it?
cry tears of blood one time for it to be kind of a big thing.
Right.
You know what's funny is like I kept doing it.
So
I
Uriah. Oh, go
I bought
ahead.
eye drops just for that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. So Uriah asked, "Why is this our last show?" So,
Where?
Because-
I didn't
because
see him ask anywhere.
Tie-tie.
on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter.
Crash is tie-tie.
I
And-
always keep telling people it might not be our very last episode. Like maybe we'll get a kick some week and be like, "Hey guys, want to record a something?" Maybe it won't be the Gamers Garage. Maybe it'll be some fucktard podcast. I don't know.
Well, there's
You know,
our new
maybe-
name, Some
something
Fucktard
new.
Podcast.
Some fucktard podcast.
iTunes is gonna love that.
Extra explicit.
What do you mean this isn't an explicit podcast? But the name, I don't.
I don't get it.
Well,
No, but I think when we talked about when we were going to go ahead and close off the Gamers Garage, we talked about if we were going to come back in the future, we were going to try something new, you
Yep.
know, possibly like this, you know, possibly a little different, something that would take a lot of the strain off of Crash's plate.
For sure.
And that was really what the big deal was. It really wasn't about us all getting together. We, you know, obviously we all get along great.
Mhm.
It was more about we didn't want Crash to have to stress out about the editing, and he's a perfectionist with the editing. So
Don't believe the hype. We still all very much love each other and talk to each
Oh,
other
So
on the
much.
regular.
yeah, and Brandon is right. He's been trying to get me to quit it for a long time. He's like, dude, you're gonna kill yourself. And yeah, so. But I
He
mean,
also said your vagina burst, so I don't know how far we can trust that guy's word.
yeah.
Only
That's
after
true,
I
too.
slammed it right good. Right, Crash?
Yeah, you
Ew.
did.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
But also at the same time, though, I mean, if you really think about it, podcasting has become so oversaturated, and a lot of people are moving their media to live streaming. So, I mean, the only possible thing that would make sense would be if we do come back. It's going to be streaming, and we're going to do live, and it's probably going to be video too.
Do it live.
Fuck it, I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Fuck
so-
Bill O'Reilly. Let me just put that on record.
So I mean, it's. I've seen the numbers in our podcast decline so much, and we put so much hard work into this. Also, bring on great guests, and just podcasting isn't where it used to be. It's just,
yeah, we had some pretty great guests.
Let's
We
throw a
really
shout
did.
out to the guests.
Yeah.
I mean, between the guests that we've had over the last few months and just the consistency we were throwing. I mean, it's this is gonna sound like braggadocio, but we were putting out consistently good shows for a good like 2 to 3 months there, like fucking
yeah.
solid every single week. And when you do something like that, and I mean, given and we'll all kind of corroborate on this. We don't do it for that. We do it for us. We do it for having fun once a week or however, often we get into it. But still to put out that kind of consistency and see it's not really paying off as far as like other people aren't enjoying it, I guess is the way I'd phrase it. It is kind of, it's like, well, what more can we do? So I think you're right. Yeah, if it comes back, it'll be something bigger than what it is now.
I think Candace said it best. You got to reinvent yourself, and I think people that are, it was kind of a bad decision on my part. Not kind of. It was a bad decision on my part to keep going the way that we did. We should have, transformed ourselves into something like we're doing now a long time ago. But I was kind of stuck on that model, and I think people that continue to think that it's still going to work are just going to.
It will, but it will only work for people that have audiences built in. Like, for example, the Nerdist podcast network, or like, other big names that have podcasts where they have the audience already. They're just moving to a different medium. For us, this is where, we've started on websites and podcasts trying to break out and stay the same, like you were saying. Like, no, that's just not possible anymore. So props to people who have done so and are successful with it. You can't hate on that at all, but excuse me, for the rest of us, it's going to take some reinvention and some evolution, if you will, to kind of move forward.
Yeah. Personally, I feel like our last few months were definitely us showing that we were not just a one-trick pony. We definitely always came together and we had fun. And that really was the only reason I felt like I kept coming back. It really had very little to do with the amount of listeners we had. It had very little to do with feedback. It was always to me about getting to hang out with you guys and just have fun. And then, it got really cool towards the end because it was like, all right, well, how about we have fun and we do that? But how about we bring in some people that other people may want to hear from, like having Kadeem Hardison come on and talk about Beyond Two Souls, having Dave Fennoy from The Walking Dead,
and Hulu.
Having those, and Hulu.
Gotta say, I still I get chills every time I watch Hulu and I hear Dave's voice. Hulu is proud, and I'm like, I talked to him. I know I'm kind of.
Let's not forget about everybody else too, like Joe McDonough.
Joe McDonough.
Oh man, that is honestly that, and Brandon will probably be
Brandon Bales.
Brandon Bales, but Brandon in chat Faperture. I'm sure he probably knows who Joe McDonough is. He helped write BioShock. And
R.I.P. BioShock.
Yeah.
R.I.P. BioShock.
I'm just
too soon.
R.I.P. Harold Ramis. R.I.P. BioShock.
R.I.P. in peace.
God, what else do we have? Is anybody else gonna die so we can go ahead and call it out in the fucking show?
Jesus.
Shit.
But Joe McDonough was my favorite interview. That was awesome. I loved that entire show.
I liked, and I don't remember his name, and I feel like a dickhead for this, but the dude who made what was it called? Almost Sometimes Monsters?
Oh, yeah.
Keaton, Justin Emercani.
Keaton, thank you. That dude was fucking badass too. I love that.
So many fantastic people.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel kind of bad that with the format we were going with the show, that there weren't more people who got to who would listen to that and get to be part of that, because God, they were all just so much fun to have on and chat with and just hear about them and converse with them. And so hopefully if we go forward in the future with something, we can still have that kind of stuff, but maybe bring it to more people and make it a little more accessible and fun.
Yeah, and what's also great about kind of being the old guard, I guess you could call us, since we've been doing this
been around for forever.
Yeah, I started doing this 7 years ago with Digital Combat Radio, and Gamers Garage has been around 6.5 years. So and all of us here know a lot of people, so it's not like it's really hard for us to get guests or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So if we do bring it back, I don't think there's going to be a hard time getting people to come onto the show. It's just kind of reinventing ourselves. That's what we have to do. Because and Candace said it great, and so did Justin. It's like we do this for ourselves, but when you put in all that kind of work and you kind of see the results, it's like, what the fuck do we got to do? And it stresses you out, especially it did for me a lot more.
It did stress you out. Yeah.
The rest of us showed up and just giggled while these two burped, and once in a while Klaus would be outrageously drunk. That's what I showed up for. And it was you were the one that was always, you were at the back end, you were trying to keep everything afloat, so that's why it was way harder on you.
Yeah.
And as us
have
who were
been,
just kind
man.
of along for the ride, and definitely enjoying each other's company, we didn't want to see you go down.
Yep.
So it was like, we might as well just go ahead and pull back. Like, we're enjoying ourselves and being around each other, but we can do that without the show. So it was
Oh, yeah.
kind of, it got to
Tommy
that
just noted something to Dom. I believe he's referring to the dude who played the voice for Dom from Gears of War was on the show at some point in time.
We didn't do a. Well, that was when Rob was still with the show. He did an interview over at CES, I want to say.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he did a sound clip where the joke, of course, at the time was, "I was
Oh
gay."
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not
So-
going to talk anymore about that.
Yeah.
We've been in this game a long time, Crash.
Yeah, it's
In this game a while.
we started when podcasting was still new, and
Proud.
one thing I wanted to bring up in the last show that we actually recorded, but I didn't because I was actually trying to research it, and I might be wrong about this, but I don't care. It's the last show. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like I was talking about oversaturation and shit about podcasts. I mean, a lot of celebrities and stuff like that have kind of overtaken podcasting.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about it like something above the lines like, oh, if you don't have a good show, you don't have anything relevant, just leave it to the professionals. And I think like and I think they said something about Joe Rogan saying the same thing. And to the people who want to say that the big popular people that adopted this late after it was already proven that it was a great source of promotion and that you could actually make money off of it if you were really, really good, is go fuck yourselves. Because
Absolutely.
it's the nerds and the gamers and the geeks that started this. Without us, you wouldn't have fucking shit. So suck
I
it.
will echo that sentiment. Like there are people who went out on a limb and tried this shit and kept at it and podcasted to 0 people, but just did it because they wanted to do it. And if you have the fucking audacity to jump in on it because now it's an established thing because of all the work of all the people that have done it before you, and say, oh, just fucking leave this to the people that have an audience and leave this to the people that have listeners. Yeah, go fucking jump off a cliff. That's stupid shit. I can't stand that shit. It's stupid. And I love Joe Rogan. If he said some shit like that, that's disappointing. But yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck everybody who says that kind of shit.
You know what? I've been saying fuck Joe Rogan since Fear Factor. So you know what? This ain't nothing new. And you know what? I hope he's listening. I hope Roseanne Barr is still listening. I hope she knows how much I fucking hate her.
Why did you
And
bring up
teacher.
Roseanne Barr?
Whoa.
Oh no.
Why are we dissing on
Roseanne.
Roseanne?
Klaus, if you remember.
the show that we did about Roseanne Barr and the was it eating out of her belly button or some bullshit like that?
It was an either or. It was like that's what it was. It was jerking your friend off.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just holding his dick.
Or-
Holding that dick,
Holding
yo.
that dick.
Holding that Richard. That was the name of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta hold that Richard, or you gotta like lick the inside of Roseanne Barr's belly button.
Yep.
And everybody was like,
Let me pause
my
it that to
belly
the
button.
chat. I know they won't reply for like 30 seconds, but here's the original question is, would you rather hold your friend's penis in your hand for like 30 seconds while looking them in the eye, or lick the inside of Roseanne Barr's belly button?
yes.
And I believe all of us, it was unanimous.
Yep.
We're like, I'd hold that dick.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
no,
Holding
no
that
way.
Yo, holding that dick.
And the holding the Richard thing came from like
Pop track.
the holding the Richard thing came from like I couldn't put holding that dick as the name of the episode on iTunes. And I was like, well, what the fuck we were gonna do? And Klaus was like, just holding that Richard, man, just put that up.
That's right. Yeah. Holding that Richard. All day, son. One hand, one dick, by myself.
So let's actually talk about some games now. Justin, you said you got
Sure.
your PS4 and you played through Killzone.
Did
What?
you just Kevin Hart through this thing?
What?
What?
Yeah, yeah, totally did.
Sorry, go ahead.
What is she talking about?
I don't know. I'm confused too.
That's I was making a Kevin Hart reference, and apparently she got it like 20 seconds after I made it, and then started laughing.
I had muted because somebody was at the door, but I was laughing right in their fucking face because I heard it as I opened the door. So I opened the door, I just start fucking laughing, and they're like, "What the hell?"
I just imagine you just staring this person, this dead-eyed stare, and she's just like, ah!
I did. I'm making total eye contact, but I wasn't hearing anything they were saying. I wasn't even really looking at them. Just laughing in their fucking face.
Good.
So yeah,
That's what we
okay,
do.
we're good.
Um,
Killzone.
Killzone. Woo! Okay, Killzone Shadowfall. Let's talk about games and stuff, because that's what we are, right? That's Gamers Garage.
Yeah, sure.
If
For sure.
Whatever. Fuck
Whatever.
it.
So Killzone was a shooter. Is a shooter. You can still go out and buy it if you really want to. I will start this mini review by saying I haven't played multiplayer because I found in myself the fact that that was another thing. I found it in myself. I'm sorry, I'm drinking beer while doing this because I'm like, I can't do it without some alcohol, guys.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I finished the last bottle of my my homebrew, which was some Oktoberfest stout, which was pretty tasty. And now I'm drinking Boatswain Chocolate Stout, a beer I picked up from Trader Joe's and I'd never heard of before. So
You're drinking that Trader Joe's beer. Look at
That
you.
Tra-
So fucking
It's not-
fancy.
it's not Trader Joe's brand beer, which they have, and I found out like a bunch of varieties. So I might have to try that out because it's I'm like Trader.
Which
Yeah,
version of Trader Joe would that be?
that I think that's just straight up like Trader Drunk.
Joe?
I don't know, like
Trader Drunk.
Trader Drunk. It's not Trader Giotto or Trader Juan or Trader Ming. It's just Trader Drunk.
Trader is making the
That's the real thing. That's the Asian Trader.
Really?
I started listening, and I know Candace is probably going to point this out. Like, Kyle Kinane does an entire bit about all of the different racial stereotypes that Trader Joe's like subtly makes you buy into when you shop there, and it's fucking hilarious. And I recommend you go
Buy
listen to
some
that.
Trader
sometime.
Joe's Ching
Yeah.
Chong chicken, eh?
Oh,
God.
you know what? It's a live show. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna edit shit. So say whatever you want.
Klaus has never given a fuck. You've given a fuck.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I have. Especially when ching chong, blow such and such
Ching
up.
chong, bing bong. Where's my keys?
Yeah,
Aziz Ansari. Very good, Justin.
we know our
Fuck was I talking about? Oh, it's some bullshit.
skill zone.
Killzone. Yeah, I don't know where the fucking conversation went from there. Good God. Oh yeah, because I got what I was drinking.
It's a video game. Okay, back to
I
beer.
haven't played multiplayer. Woo! The game is really pretty. It's gorgeous actually. It's really nice to look at. But I started playing it, and my girlfriend, who is usually fairly open-minded about watching me play video games if she's not jumping in, because I mean she's not an asshole, was like, so you're telling me that like the whole trope of aliens versus one faction versus the other faction and secret spying and that's what this is? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm not gonna watch this anymore. Like, tell me when you're done. Like, that pretty much sums up my feeling about the game too. Like, the storyline is not great. The gameplay also not great. Pretty to look at. But I finished it regardless because it was my first PS4 game, and I'm probably going to bring it back and get something else. I'm thinking Thief, even though that's been getting blasted by the critics lately, but I still want to check it out.
I have Thief and I have not installed it yet because it's 20 gigs. Yeah, it's like, fuck, you know what? I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm going to be playing South Park The Stick of Truth here, like tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm going to be giving that a good, do-over. So I think I'm going to just stick to that for now rather than possibly get my heart broken over Thief. The funny thing is like Rem, who's in the chat right now, he has Thief. He hasn't been playing it. He's been playing Diablo 3. So
Diablo.
whether he wants to admit it or not, that's a little telling. And this is a guy who's like super psyched over Thief coming out. And yet he's been playing Diablo 3. So if that tells you anything, I have a lot of friends who have reviewed it like 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
2 out
this
of
a
10.
remake, an HD remake, or was it like a reimagination of the game?
I believe it was a reboot.
So
And
a completely different story based on the original?
I have no fucking idea. I haven't installed it. No one's
I'm going to
wrong.
say this real quick, and SC makes a great point in chat. The launch lineup for PS4 was and is absolute fucking garbage.
The launch lineups for every system
it's-
forever have always been garbage.
Yeah.
it's-
But that's
it's
why
true,
That's
but
why I'm not rushing to get one. You know, I've got such a
Right.
huge backlog for my PS3.
I'm still
keep
saying, like, I don't
scrolling.
have buyer's remorse. Like, I still
yeah.
love the shit out of my PS4, and like, I still plan on getting an Xbox One at some point in time. Maybe after the rumored, we're not going to include Kinect with every bundle, like fucking SKU comes
Right.
out eventually. But like the PS4 is pretty rad. And there's I could talk about that Outlast game if you guys really want to hear about that. But that game might be better than Outlast or better than Killzone, and that shit was free on PS Plus, which is still
Right.
like the best value out there for an online service. So
I got such a big
Right, it's PS
backlog.
Plus.
I have such a big backlog because of PlayStation Plus. It's just fucking ridiculous. I'm never gonna get caught up.
Is your heart broken though? Like you get new games all the fucking time.
No, honestly, if anybody out there, I mean, and this is the best suggestion I could give anybody. If you don't have a PS3 now or something like that, maybe you just have an Xbox 360 and thinking about going next gen and getting a PS4, is all you would have to do is get a PS4, and then just get PlayStation Plus, and maybe pick up a couple games that you want, but then just let PS Plus kind of build
Dude,
itself over time,
seriously,
and all of a
what
sudden
I'm
your
gonna
game
do-
library is going to get to the point where you have like 10 games that you still haven't played yet because of PlayStation
Oh,
Plus.
even worse than that. I
So-
literally like when the new Devil May Cry went free on PlayStation Plus. I was like, oh well, I gotta get that installed, and I go to install it, and my PlayStation's like, dude, you have so many free games from PlayStation Plus, you're out of hard drive space.
Yup.
I have so many games that I could play because of PlayStation Plus that I don't even have space for them all anymore. I had to go through and be
I
like,
didn't-
okay,
I
I'm
had to
never
get the
going to
new
play
one.
this.
I had to get the new 500 gigabyte white PS3 because I needed more room for it.
When they finally get the I don't remember what the actual service was called, but the prior catalog streaming up and running, like the backwards compatibility stuff. Gaikai, thank you. I already have such a fucking backlog going on there. And then in addition to that, like I think honestly, if you have a PS4 right now, get a GameFly subscription and just get the random one or two games that you want to play until some decent games come out through, because that's probably going to be cheaper than going out and actually buying the games when there are probably only like 2 or 3 real good ones out right now. Like I want that. My pre-order list is pretty huge, but right now all I really want to play is I played Killzone because I was like, whatever, it's an exclusive, I want to see what this looks like. There's the Tomb Raider Ultimate Edition that came out that I want to play. There's
Definitive,
the new
yeah.
Definitive. There's the newest Assassin's Creed that I want to play. But then in the future, like I've got Watch Dogs I want to play. There's the fucking Order that I want to play. There's the Division. Like there's a bunch of shit coming out.
Don't get me started
Sure.
about the Division, dude. That makes me hard. That makes
But
me
right
so
now, there's nothing that I want to play like that I'm needing to play, I should say. So right now it's like waiting month to month to see what the new PS Plus games are, and like that's where I'm stuck right now as a PS4 user, which kind of sucks, but I can't complain because it's still an awesome machine.
Well, over
And real
here on
quick, hold on, I'm sorry, Candace. Real quick,
Mhm.
Tommy left, and if Tommy is not in here anymore, thank you for all the years that you were with the
Right.
Gamers Garage and all the work
Seriously.
that you did with us. Thank you so much. You know you're my homie, dude.
homie, he said homie.
I said homie because
you
man
did.
love is straight up.
Man, that's great.
It's guy love. It's love
Between two you got. Yeah, see, fuck that up, but
Yeah,
we're on the same wavelength, so it's okay.
totally are.
So glad for that. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, even on the PS3, even if you look past the fact that they're the free games, like we just got Remember Me, which I hadn't played yet, but I really want to play.
Oh,
Everybody's
did
been
we?
talking
Oh,
about it's
shit.
really good.
I gotta get on there and get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Remember Me is up there now, and I've heard it's really good. And not to mention you get really good sales on stuff. I picked up the full Saints Row 4 like Ultimate Edition bundle for $40, and that came with like the season pass and all of the extra stuff onto it. And I played through that.
You've
and
been
I loved
talking
it.
about Saints Row, and it makes me pissed. And one of the reasons that I'm waiting for backwards compatibility is because I never played 3, which some people say you can skip, but I played the first 2, and I'm a super fan of the first 2. So I want to play 3 and 4, especially 4. Everybody's
Okay,
been
yeah,
fucking
3
raving about 4.
3 was all right. But 4, like I could not rave about that game more. It was just incredible. It was so much fun. And I mean, that was one of those games where I couldn't stop playing it. Like anytime I had a moment away from the computer, I was like, nope, sorry. I was telling people I couldn't talk to them because I was just playing Saints Row 4. And they did the Ultimate Edition of Splinter Cell Blacklist was only $10,
Oh,
and so
shit.
yeah, and that was huge because I really wanted to play it, but I wanted it to come down in price, and so I grabbed that. And that game has been consistently just a really fun, really good game. And I kept thinking about how weird it was that these games were games that I'd wanted to play, but I didn't even know they'd come out, let alone now they were coming down in price so much. And I looked it up, and it was because Splinter Cell Blacklist came out on the exact same day as Saints Row 4.
Oh,
Like, as if that was going to do any competition.
right.
And it totally bummed me out, because it was like, God, of course it wasn't going to compete. Like, if you remember, like, Saints Row 4 came out, and then Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Like, any game that came out between those two was going to get buried. There was no way.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was really nice to be able to pick up Splinter Cell Blacklist, get to play it, and really get some time with it. I got to play Black Flag. I got to play that. I got the Far Cry 3 Ultimate Edition. I got the new Assassin's Creed stuff. Brothers was free and still is, I believe, on PlayStation Plus. But other than the free games you get, there's also the really cool discounts.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to pick up stuff that you've wanted to play but weren't necessarily ready to drop like a lot of money for.
Yeah, you always mention the discount stuff, and one thing I think they need to get really good, or get not really good, get better at as far as the layout of the PlayStation Store is displaying those discounts a little bit better, because they usually just post like the free games, and they don't show the good discounts.
Really?
Yeah, unless you actually go down to discounts.
You need to get better at looking, because I can find them in a heartbeat.
No, I can find them, but it's never like the featured images. It's always the free games. They
no.
So it's like I kind of always forgot about them until I remembered you saying, oh, there's always these discounts too. You got to go look.
Yeah, they got some really good ones, but you also got to watch, because every so often they'll throw like a secret flash sale in, and that is some crazy shit. Like, you'll go into the secret flash sale and pick up some, brand new games really cheap. I believe the last flash sale had Grand Theft Auto and like a pass or something like that for like $28. And I picked up left The Last of Us and Left Behind. I got the season pass for The Last of Us for $59.
Oh,
so
and
that
Another game I can't wait for backwards compatibility for. That and Beyond Two Souls. I'm just like, come on, man.
that's
Need
what I'm
it.
saying.
did you ever play
Need
that yet, Justin? Beyond Two Souls?
No, I sold my PS3 just before Beyond Two Souls came out, and I hadn't got a chance to check out The Last of Us. So there's a great gap where so many good games came out. And the other thing that I've been pissed off about is I've been watching The Walking Dead since that came back on. But I've been watching it on AMC's website. So every commercial break on the website, they're showing promos for The Walking Dead Season 2, the game. And I'm like, motherfucker, I need to play this, and I can't on my motherfucking PS4.
Wait. They didn't release that for PS4?
I didn't see it in the store the last time I looked for it. It's PS3 right now, I believe. Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah,
But
I've
I
already
looked.
played episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah, and also,
You know what,
Candace,
that's-
according to Sparkle Fist, you should be requesting the price of the new PS3 as a tax deduction. You're just doing Sony's work for them. and we've said that before. We all know that Candace is a fangirl of the PlayStation, which, you know what? Right now, I can't fault her for that. I haven't been able to fault her for that since she started talking about it so much on the show, because I would rather own a PlayStation over an Xbox of anything, 360 or Xbox One, because of PlayStation Plus.
It's just a good deal.
Well, I mean, come on. Okay, let's look at the Xbox Gold free games. What was the last one? Gears of War and some other bullshit? Really? The original Gears of War and
more
some
like Gears
other...
of Snore. Am I right, guys?
I love... Oh, God. I love Gears of War, the
I don't know if
original.
you could feel that.
I love the original
Yeah.
Gears of War, but is anybody playing that online? Is there servers even up for that? I mean,
You know
Uh,
what? I have to gripe about not Gears of War, but servers going down in general. Like I know they have to. I know they have to make room, but I started playing like a Madden game and I can't play it online anymore because apparently it's just a couple of years past their date and they don't have the servers up anymore.
You played Madden?
All right, look, like I went through a phase, all right? Like I played a lot of sports ball and I'm actually pretty
Football.
good at it. I'm actually pretty
Dennis.
good. I know, look.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
oh, God.
I got it.
Justin,
What
let's
happened?
go walk into a corner and be real gamers who hate sports ball because we don't get none of that stuffs.
Sports ball.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Let's go in the
So
corner and do math equations, Justin.
And EA is definitely the server killing.
They are. So I was at GameStop and it was one of those because I was trying to find a used copy of something. I can't remember what it was. So that I could play with. Oh, that's right. I was trying to find Fallout, the Game of the Year edition to give
Really?
to a friend.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to find Fallout Game of the Year edition to give to a friend for Christmas because he really had never played one, but he loved all that open-ended world stuff. And
I can
so,
just send you my copy.
okay, but I was giving it to somebody else. It wasn't.
Well, then I'll just send it to you and you send it to him.
Well, he has it now. The point is, I went there.
Oh, okay, fine. God damn.
The point is, I went there, and they had like this bin, and apparently, if you bought one pre-owned game, you could buy like the same amount of that game in other. It was a thing, and but the problem was, the game was so cheap that the only games that I could have got were the ones in the bin that were like $3 and under. So I looked at it, and the only games that were that cheap were like Madden and Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08. And so I was like, fuck it. And so I grabbed Madden 10 and I grabbed PGA Tour 08, and I was like, there you go. All right. So I came home and I tried it and I actually really enjoyed it. So, I mean, Tiger Woods fucking sucked. That entire thing was just a waste of $1.99. But Madden was actually really fun. But the problem was, like, I immediately was telling Dan, I was like, dude, Madden 10 is way better. Because we tried the new Madden. There's a bunch of issues with it. And so he was really upset about that because he loves sports ball games. So I was like, well, Madden 10 does this, this, and this. And so he runs out. He picks up his $2 copy of Madden 10. He comes back. We're trying to play together, and EA shut the servers down. Like,
No.
that's only a few years ago.
Well, to be fair, I mean, they've gotta. Like, you can only keep these servers open for so many games for so long. I mean, especially with something that recycles their shit. Well, I mean, and recycle is pretty derogatory, but, like, yeah, when that shit's going on, you've got to cut the line. You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, but remember how
Did you
much
host?
you-
Like, what, couldn't you do that? Like, can't we do that anymore?
what, dedicated
Mhm.
hosting?
Yeah, why
Oh
not?
God, I wish. I remember when they did it with the old Ghost Recon games, and that was the thing. I mean, if you could find a reliable host, you were fine. The gameplay was smooth. You'd have hours of fun online, and then people started going to like their own servers and party systems, and then all of a sudden, like 3 years later, it's like even though there's a considerable amount of people playing online still, oh, servers are shutting down. Fuck you.
Right.
Boy, if only there was like, some sort of way that you could play these games on computers and all the users would keep servers aligned with their own kind of stuff. Boy, I mean, that'd just be the best.
PC Master
God.
Race.
Right?
2014.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah. So I got into sports ball for a little bit, but I found my head again. We're all right.
See, I
But,
think you'd really like the MLB The Show games. You don't even have to be a fan of baseball. It's fun.
Well, I do like baseball. I actually, honestly, am far better at hockey. Like, I prefer if I'm going to play any game online like that, it's going to be hockey. But I get way too aggressive, and that's the problem that I run into.
I thought
I got
aggressiveness
really-
would be useful in hockey. That's pretty much half the game.
It's really useful when you're playing actual hockey. Video hockey, not the same thing. Like, you really should calm down when you're playing video hockey. They don't hear you. They don't actually know you're mad. Like, the most damage you can do is to your own shit. Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good thing. I was getting mad enough playing like football. I was playing mad and screaming at people. Daniel wouldn't even talk to me anymore. Like, if we were gonna play, he was like, "We can play together, but I don't want to hear this." I was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you fucking people?" I'm yelling at them as if they have any fucking idea what I'm saying. So,
And Rem, that is fucking awesome. He just posted a link to Sportsing.
Sporting.
good.
Sportsing.
All the sporting.
Oh no, Essie left.
Aww.
Oh.
We will miss Essie. Anyway, yeah, so I've been playing a lot more video games lately. I definitely jumped back into Diablo 3 just in case we do get that Reaper of Souls expansion. I'm right now I'm hearing like a bunch of conflicting reports. A lot of people are saying they're holding off on it for when Diablo 3 comes out on PS4, then they're going to get Reaper of Souls that we may not on PS3. So, I'm just going to go ahead and level all the way up to 60. And just wait and just get all my stuff together as I can. And I also have other games to play too. I have a lot of games to play. I did finish the Left Behind DLC for The Last of Us though.
What, like Kirk Cameron? Like
Yeah,
Left
see,
Behind?
I hear Left Behind, and all I can think of is Kirk Cameron, and he's
Yeah.
running
Same
around,
here.
and people are disappearing, and he's talking about bananas, and I can't keep it straight.
Oh Jesus, that banana video! Oh my God, best thing
Yeah.
ever.
There's a
And I
banana.
agree with you,
Now take
Rem.
this banana, peel it, and you can see if you shove it right up your butt, God is real.
Oh my God, really?
That's essentially
Oh,
how it goes.
God. And Rem, I agree with you. I think everybody in this room, even if they don't like sports games, loves things like NFL and NHL Blitz because you can beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, totally. I love it. My favorite sports game is Hacky Sack Pro Tour 10.
Hey, Klaus, how about you eat a
Yeah.
dick?
Hacky sack
Hey.
extreme.
You know what? I own Foosball 2012.
Well,
You
I'm
couldn't
sad
help
now.
me. Okay, because you couldn't
I
help
own
yourself during a
Rockstar
Steam
Cable
sale. That's why,
Come on.
Candace. You couldn't help yourself during a Steam sale. Let's be honest.
No, it's on PS3. It was
Oh my God, really, Candace?
look, the Ultimate Edition was like $2.
Nope. I can't. Oh God.
I had to do it. What was really funny is Foosball 2012. Like, it is literally just a foosball table, but they've got like this hard rock, like like going on in the background, and then like they've got like flags and whistles, and everybody's like goal. They make it way fucking more badass than it should be. It's like literally there are plastic dudes. And there are like poles and shit. And I am hearing
Plastic dudes.
dudes. And like they're making it sound like this huge fucking deal. It was hilarious. If anything, I urge people to play any foosball game digitally just to realize that this is real.
You know,
Like it's you're gonna go against Italy, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going against those blue dudes right there.
you're talking about this game, and the only thing I can think of right now is Bobby Boucher's mom saying, "Go on and play foosball with your friends." That's all that's going through my head right now.
I also got really into Zen Pinball's soccer tables.
Oh, Zen.
Well, okay, sorry. Super League Football or Super Football League, which is actually a lot of fun, but I know fuck all about soccer. So, like, I was just happy when they're like, you goal. I'm like, I don't know what I did, but shit, yeah, let's do this. And then, like, tons of balls fly everywhere. And
You
Yeah,
said,
Man.
That's the
You
story.
got
of
my
life.
attention with tons of balls everywhere. I'm back in the
I know
conversation.
I did.
You know it.
I know.
you know, it's actually a really fun game I never thought I'd like was FIFA, the FIFA games. That's
Price is Right Decades?
Price is Right deck. What?
Oh, you weren't talking about that.
No,
Price is Right.
FIFA.
What?
Soccer.
Happening? Am I having a stroke? Crash, what was it like? Tell me about your stroke so I can compare.
I already had my stroke. I don't even have to go to the fucking
guys.
doctor.
One at a goddamn time.
I played Price is Right Decades.
What the fuck is Price is Right?
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck
exactly
is that?
what you fucking think it is.
It's a
It is the
fucking
game.
Price is Right game.
That's right.
This is why we're having a finale, because we're talking about this.
Oh,
Why
right.
aren't people
Did you play
tuning in?
Plinko?
Because we're really on the
Yeah.
pulse of the gaming community. So, guys, the Price is Right. Am I right?
am I
Bitch,
right?
bitch, you know I played Plinko. You know I played Plinko. But anyways, no, the problem is a friend of the show, Dan. He is not a normal gamer by any stretch of the imagination. Like, he's not real into it. He's not really hardcore. Any like hardcore game Daniel's ever played is because I've yanked him kicking and screaming. However, I kind of had to like, he was going through a phase where he didn't want to do any of that. So I kind of had to like lean into the stuff he might be into. And he already owned Press Your Luck, you know, with the whammies.
Oh, no whammy, no whammy.
Wow.
Yeah, he already owned that. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even know that
Oh,
existed.
and the reason why I know all these game show quotes is because when I was a young child, I used to watch game shows with my grandma during the summer. So
Oh,
I
yeah?
know all these things.
Good. Well, yeah, I never watched Pressure Luck, so I had no idea. But
It was an awesome show.
Yeah, it
so
was super.
we were looking through the different games,
Peter,
and I
Peter to Market is my homeboy. I'm just putting that out there right now.
the only reason that I had picked the Price is Right Decades game is because it was the only game I recognized on that list. So I was like, okay, we can do that. I'm not going to play the Feud. All right, so we're not
I played the Feud.
wasn't gonna play the Feud. So we got Price is Right Decades, and it is literally like they have it in game show like video game format, but they use video clips from the old shows, which is hilarious because
That
it's
is
like
weird.
it is so fucking funny because it's like they'll show you like a can of Velveeta cheese, and it's like, how much do you think this is? And you're like, all right, well, what is that about now? Like what, $3.75? And it's like $7, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? You can't beat that game ever, because apparently in 1976 we paid $20 for a roll of toilet paper. So like the game is always super inflated.
Well, back in the
Um,
70s, toilet paper, it was a rare commodity, and so, it was for the rich.
Super rare. Yep.
It was
Super.
pretty funny. So like mostly the game is because it's just hilarious. And like you do the showcases at the end and they do like the actual videos from the old showcases. Like none of it is like, digitized and new or cutesy. It's all the old stuff. So it's really funny if anything else. Now Press Your Luck is a different thing entirely, because if say the
Sorry.
other person you're playing with does not have the best internet connection, it automatically lets them guess first, like for the
Aw.
questions. So Daniel has the worst internet. I swear to God, he just hits like a spoon on top of his monitor. I don't think he actually gets like normal Wi-Fi. So like he just kept like getting all the spins and all that. And then we get to it, and then he's just fucking getting, all of it, and I'm getting whammies every 5 seconds. I was like, what the fuck are we playing this for? This is terrible. I spent money on this. So, yeah,
And
that...
Ned418 points out a very, very good point in chat, is the original... So you say you've never seen the actual game show of Press Your Luck, right?
Right.
Okay. So, but from playing the game that it was just like the square-shaped board with the light kind of moving around... the little
Right.
weird thing, and then you hit the button right at whatever. Some dude won a shit ton of money on Press Your Luck from figuring out, for lack of a better word, the algorithm that was used to determine where the lit up space was going, and dude went crazy.
Yeah, there were
Crazy
only
much
like
shit
a
ton of
certain number of patterns. They weren't actually. It wasn't completely random. They only had a set number of
Right.
patterns. He learned them,
Wow.
and
He learned. Oh yeah, he learned them.
yeah, he just went
And
on
what?
there and totally ganked the system.
I believe he's the only person they didn't let continue. Like he won a certain amount of money, and they were like, "Nope, well you won't be coming back next week because we're fucking broke. Like we don't have the money to keep paying." you,
Good for
sir."
him. Good for him. But real quick, Grabberham in the chat. For those, well, actually, none of you guys in here know who Grabberham is. Grabberham used to do Digital Comet Radio with me like 7 years ago. He was one of the original hosts
Cool.
before we started doing the Gamers Garage, and he actually knows the entire commercial, all the lyrics to "Ding Fries, You're Done,"
That's good.
the McDonald's commercial, and it is
Right.
fucking awesome. Respect the fries, Candace.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I
You
totally
never heard
respect
the song "Ding Fries Are Done"?
Ding, fries are done. Ding,
Thank
fries
you.
are done. Ding, fries are done.
Real quick, I have to share the photo review that Carrie Crunchy Chocobo did of Lightning Returns.
Photo review?
She did a photo review. Check it out. I'm really super proud of her. It's just something that they're going to be doing.
I
Yeah.
cannot click it because if I try and open up another Chrome window, my
no.
computer is gonna shit itself.
Oh,
Why don't
no.
you go ahead and explain it, Justin? Why don't you go ahead and explain it to Klaus?
So,
And our viewers
Carrie.
and listeners.
and the scene is set. It's a dining room. it's a nice wooden table with a bookcase in the background and a wine rack on the back wall. A young woman sits at the table. Her forehead just down on the table, and a look of utter defeat with one hand just behind the head, just kind of grabbing on to all life has to offer anymore, and the other hand draped around a large glass that is about a quarter full of wine of some sort, something dark, something to take the edge off. Near her other elbow is let's say first the game is right in front. Obviously, the source of all this pain and agony and suffering, right in front of her. And then on the other side of the table, of course, is a firearm.
There's a gun.
Is a gun. So there's
So
that.
she face planted on the dining room table, glass of wine next to her, lightning returns in front of her, and a handgun next
gun.
to her.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. They're posting in the chat something called Video Power, where you have to like stick Nintendo games to a vest, a Velcro vest. I think I remember some kind of game show like that.
What the fuck are you on about?
Crash,
It's in
you
the
and-
chat.
Crash,
If
you and
we're
your non
not talking about-
sequiturs have been just absolute gold. Are you
Right?
still having a
What is this?
stroke? Is it
Fucking
continuing?
Nick Arcade? What are you talking about right now?
Talk about Nick Arcade than whatever the hell you were just going on about.
We're talking about Lightning Returns, otherwise known as
I don't want to
Square
hear
Enix-
about your shit.
the Square Enix saga of why they can't fucking let it go that they made a shitty Final Fantasy game, and they're determined to make us
Returns, let
all
Final
fucking love
Fantasy-
it.
I'm watching the show. Is this fucking Joey Lawrence? Are we gonna hear some fucking whoa?
Whoa.
Like, what is this shit?
Oh my god, is that what Fabriture just linked?
Yes.
Oh my god. All right, I'm in.
I don't know what this was, but we should probably
I
not sit
remember
and
this
watch it
shit.
for fear of.
That
We
is
are
not Joe-
streaming live. 5 minutes of silence
But-
brought to you by Fabriture.
Is that kid covered in pizza slices?
I wish I
What
could
is
watch whatever the hell you're seeing right now because Jesus.
And
It's-
yes,
it's awesome.
covered in pizza slices.
Oh, but hey, what's up to Bobby Blackwolf? If you guys don't know who Bobby
Bobby.
Blackwolf is, go to VOG Network.
Fog.
And they have a bunch of great live shows that they do over there. Definitely go check out Bobby Blackwolf show. And what's up, Church? How's it going, man?
Church.
Whoa!
We love church. Broadcasting class. All you need to do is sit in on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you need.
We'll teach you what it's all about.
Crash will out of nowhere interrupt an actual conversation with, "Oh my god!" and then this.
Do you
Of
guys
course, it's a
remember
live show.
Double
What's that?
Dare?
It's called being interactive. All right, shut up.
Remember when they used to slime people, guys?
You just reminded me of the Chris Farley show. Hey guys, remember that one game and like you plugged in your controller and you turned on your Nintendo and then like you turned it on, you pressed start and you started playing the game and like it was a really cool game.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good. That's cool.
Do you remember that? Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was great.
that's pretty cool.
I fucking hate all of you. This is why I'm quitting. This is actually why I'm quitting.
Done.
Don't you put that evil on us, Crash. Don't you put that evil on us.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, I don't care.
God,
I got no heart. Whatever.
Oh man, you don't need a heart. You really don't.
Nah.
Your handheld ad. What?
Yeah, if you kept watching that video,
Oh man, the Tiger handhelds. I had like 60 of those when I was a kid.
I
like
loved
a
how like
band.
they tried to make those ads so action packed. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel like you're running on the field. Like you're not. Like
Man, did
no,
you,
like,
did you guys
little
have the
tiny-
Ninja Turtles one? Who had the Ninja Turtles one? Come on.
Oh yeah, the Ninja Turtles one
Yes,
was a
we
shit.
It's fucking awesome. It's like the best.
Yeah.
Got
My-
Scott
I would say that
Shredder.
one was
Oh.
good, and then the Paperboy one was one of my favorites also for some reason. Paperboy was my jam back in the
I played that one.
90s.
Bobby,
yeah.
they break me all the time in these shows. Every time they break me because they
Yeah?
they don't love me. They hate me.
Crash,
this
you know I
another
love you tenderly.
convention?
Sometimes a little rough,
Oh
but I
God!
always love you.
Here we go again. What
It's
are,
gonna dive bomb. It's gonna
What
dive bomb you.
what are these? Oh God! Please don't. What are these?
Sorry. Done.
What are these Tiger handhelds? I don't remember what you're talking about.
The old
They
little
were
shitty ass
little
handheld games
White
from
pieces
like
of plastic with LCD screens in them, with like they were like single serve Game Boy games essentially. Like they had AA batteries. They were shitty like little LCD screens.
the
You don't
old Mr.
remember
Game
those?
and Watch
that.
shit.
The
Yeah,
actual
exactly.
image of the background was actually printed on the screen. The only
Yeah.
moving part was the part that you controlled, which is a little tiny black like LED thing.
And it
So
wasn't even
that-
moving so much as like, you know, there would just be like half a dozen
Flickering.
pictures of it that it would alternate through, and you could kind of
Yeah, it
click
was-
buttons to switch between them. It was awful.
I kind of think
mean,
I remember
awesome.
what you're talking about, but if somebody could link me in the chat, that would be great.
Rem, to be fair, Rem has every toy that you ever wanted as a kid. Like, I've had this conversation with him where it's like, oh, God, remember this? He's like, yeah, I think I have 4 of those in my garage. I'm like, ah. So, yeah, like, you name a toy, he's got it in his house. It drives me insane. Makes me super unhappy. He's got, like, Ninja Turtles and shit. Ugh.
Can I visit you, man?
Right? Let's
Please?
just play, like,
I've got
toys.
I've got a real quick message.
Uh-huh.
One of our former host Ashton told me to tell you guys she loves you guys, and she would jump on the show if she were at home right now.
We love Ashton.
Ashton is pretty awesome.
Ashton is
But
good.
anyways,
Ashton did
Sorry, just
well
wanted
for
to-
herself. I'll give her that. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
she's what, Xbox Live community manager now or something like that? Xbox Live arcade community manager.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Ashton was awesome. I loved having her on the show. I miss her.
She played on stage, I think, at the last E3 during the conference, right?
Oh yeah, she was part of that contract ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where that random idiot was like, I'm gonna do stuff, and yeah, it was all
just let it happen, man. Just let it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the Tiger handhelds now. I had the Street Fighter one. Okay.
That
There's
is
a Street Fighter one. How unfortunate!
What?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
Why you gotta hate on Street Fighter?
It's not Street Fighter. It's Tiger handheld, if anything.
Well,
A series of flickering Chun Li's, like that doesn't even sound remotely entertaining.
that's okay. I think I had the
You know
whole
what?
one too.
You know what I think needs to happen now that I've been linked a couple of different pictures of these Tiger handhelds now. How has nobody made like an online resource that's essentially a Tiger handhelds emulator? That's got to be easy to do with Flash, I would imagine.
Why would do?
Well, I don't think it would be that easy because it's like the images and all that stuff. I mean, you'd have to sit there and recreate them and stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be as
Yeah.
easy as just like porting over some code because
Yeah,
all the
'cause it's, like,
graphics aren't
flashing
code.
lights.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, essentially, like, for example, we just got one linked to us in chat. You use, because I remember when they were turned off, like, all you saw when they were turned off was the plain background, because obviously there was nothing going on there. So, like, say the Terminator we got linked. You could use the graphic of just the thing turned off as the background graphic, and the only coding, whatever you would have to do, is the actual game stuff on the screen.
Yeah, but who the hell's going to want to do that for those shitty ass old games?
That's what we're saying.
Fair point. I get it. I'm gonna stop with my dreams now. And if I want to do it, I'll do it myself.
Your dreams
don't
are
let him
dead,
ruin your
Justin.
dreams. Don't let him
That's
ruin
right.
your dreams, Justin.
Justin, do you
Fuck
see,
'em
do
all.
you see what's under?
Ned
Do you
is
see what's
like,
under my
"Why
heel
would
right
you?"
now? Do you see what's under my
that?
boot heel right now? It's your dreams, and oh, crushed them. They're gone.
I was actually starting to get really turned on, so you were talking about dreams.
What?
It's like, all right, yeah, what's up?
You
And
ruined
then
it
you're like,
for
What
her.
would be
dreams?
under
Oh.
my boot heel that is getting you so hot?
Oh, that's for another show, some other time.
There you go.
Okay.
Call
We're
me
good.
after
Coming
the
in
show.
2014.
Right?
Oh man.
So, you know what? It has almost been an hour and a half.
It's true.
Do we want to go ahead and wrap it up? Are we ready to say goodbye?
I don't want to let it go.
You guys got Boys to Men ready?
No.
I
Anybody got
sang.
the end of the
I
road?
sang "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday" at my high school graduation. Never
I
again.
bet you did. I bet you
Never
did.
again.
Well, we
That's
can
not
go
even a
ahead-
joke. Like that's for real.
How about End of the Road? We could do that.
I
Come
ain't
on.
singing shit.
Whip it out. You do it. You do it. Gosh, you guys are just no fun. Come on, Klaus. How about in German? Could you do End of the Road by Boys to Men in German?
I super couldn't. I
While
couldn't
touching
even
your
do it in
nips?
English.
Damn it. That would have been good.
What I will
how about this?
say-
What's I don't care who you are, where you've been, what you did, as long as you love me. That's all I know.
That. There is that.
That's all I got for you.
Well, I before, and I think we should each say like our little goodbye or whatever before we hang this up. But before I say that, I will say we won't be gone forever. Something will probably happen. It just won't be the Gamers Garage. That's done. We're done with that.
I love how Steven Frostman comes in at the end.
Right?
Like we're wrapping shit up, talking about goodbyes, which I'm notoriously bad at. I would
Yeah.
probably just drop the call. So,
Thought you were gonna say drop the mic and just be like, I'm out.
Mic drop. I've done that. Drunkisode.
there you
Go
go.
back, find it.
You have.
Oh, that was great. When you were,
Blueberries.
A 40 of Mountain Dew and Doritos.
nice, Bobby. But yeah, if anybody never listened to that, what was that? Drunkisode 2010.
Yeah.
You definitely won that one. Because
I got in an argument with Derek about Pokemon, like, fucking, yeah. I think I drank something like a half a bottle of Kahlua, 6 beers, and another like half a bottle of Jameson or something of fucking.
Is that Derek got his welcome Rashani? Are we talking about that guy?
and then you ended up passing out in the hallway. You couldn't even.
Yeah,
make it
and
to bed.
then getting up, and my girlfriend at the time was in bed and just lying on top of her, all drunk, dead weight. So that's a thing.
So hot. So hot.
Yep, can only imagine. She probably wanted to jump me right then and there.
Just lay on top of her and be like, do you really want to hurt me?
Rem Varian just said, I came here because I was told Totes Goulet would be performing live.
No. No.
Oh my
I cannot
god.
band back together. I can't
Totes
do it.
Goulet. Oh my god. Totes fucking Goulet. Knowing that we'll be back, but in a different iteration of some sort, whether or not we're all on the same show or not. Each of you started with let's start with Candace. Candace, last words, please. Yep, do it. Get you out of the way first.
Yeah.
Yep, put you on the spot. Yep.
You guys are so cool. And I'm really bad at this. Like, seriously, if people like come to say goodbye to me, I just run the other way. It's like, that's cool. Like, Daniel will visit and I will high five him and turn around. I won't even. Yeah, I'm not good at this. Well,
Hey,
we're
let me
friends.
put
Like,
this out there.
wait.
Like, it can't get more awkward than, and this, I know this is a random aside, but on my girlfriend's and my first date, it ended with a side hug. So it can't get much more awkward than that.
a Christian side hug?
No, not a Christian side hug, just a side hug.
Oh, you gotta have a Christian side hug once in a while. But I will actually punch.
side hug. Anyway.
It's not like we're not gonna be friends anymore. It's like we're not talk anymore. We're always gonna, be in each other's lives. So I don't have to say goodbye to anything. If anything, I'm gonna miss the time that we did spend together and the cool stuff that we got to do, as a group.
Mhm.
A lot of other co-hosts came and went, but I think this really was the strongest core group. So
I'll agree,
I
but
love
I'm also biased.
right, yeah, but I know we're gonna be back just in a different way. So
True. Klaus.
we'll be stronger.
Whoa. I got to say some words now.
Yeah, you do.
Well, as the youngest, most vibrant member of this little crew, so full of life and vigor and so many years ahead of me. I look forward to whatever we do in the future. I know I'll have tons of fun and we'll all find ways to hang out and keep doing super cool stuff. And I just want to say to you guys and to all of our listeners, I would be honored to hold one of your dicks before I ever licked Roseanne's belly button.
Oh, feel the fucking love right now. I dig it. Dig it. Crash, do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
I can go next.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody that's ever been a part of this show. For some reason, people would want to do a show with me, and I have no idea why. So thank you for actually believing that I could actually produce something. That's kind of cool. And thank you to every listener that we've had. Even if you only listen to this show after you missed it the last couple of years, I don't care. That's cool. Thank you for any kind of support you've ever shown us. And yeah, that's it.
Nice. I will say, and I've said this many a time on previous shows, like, first and foremost, thanks to you guys, because this was and will be in the future my fucking therapy session. Like this, you guys are the reason that I stayed out of some kind of head shrinker for a good part of the last couple of years. Getting together with your friends once a week is something that if you don't do now and you're listening to this, you really, really should do, whether it's over Skype or in person or what the fuck ever. Like the Gamers Garage is really based in that fucking feeling, like getting together with your friends and just bullshitting for an hour, 2 hours, however long you need to bullshit for, just having fun with it. So again, like Crash said, thanks to everybody who was ever a part of the show. Thanks to all of our guests. Thanks to all the people that hosted it. And the lineup has been extreme. Like, we've had some pretty big names on the show, and they're just as cool as the small names on the show. That's the cool thing about this, that what we've done is that everybody's been the same and everybody's kind of had equal footing. So thanks for being my therapy for years. We'll be back. Who knows what form it'll be in. But we seriously appreciate anybody who even spent 5 seconds of time listening to our bullshit. It's meant a lot, and it's the reason that a lot of us came here in the first place. Have fun and hang out with friends, right?
Yeah, and
Right.
I think Bobby said it best in chat just now. It's hard enough to do a podcast for a couple months. It's a lot harder to do it for years. We've been around for almost 7 years. That's hard. So I mean, it's very stressful, but also at the same time, greatly rewarding because you build friendships with these people that are across, different parts of the country, sometimes even different parts of the world, and everybody in this, call right now are, really good friends of mine. There's nothing I wouldn't do for any of these people here, Candace, Klaus, or Justin. So thank you to also, you guys right now here in the call for actually, doing the show with me, sticking around and just believing in what we do and being a friend. Thank you so much.
Always.
Yep, well, thanks for
All right,
having
let's get
us.
out of here. Seriously, before I have to high five all of you and just bail.
Exploding high five.
I'm starting to get I'm starting to get emotions, and I'm not good at those at all. So
Push him down for another
I'm
30
trying.
seconds.
All right.
So normally this is where I put this big long spiel about fucking email us and do all this other shit. Go to wouldyoukindly.com, which you still can. You still can. Go to wouldyoukindly.com because honestly, Gaming on the Rocks is still doing their fucking thing, and we don't want to take anything away from them. So go check out Gaming on the Rocks. Go check out the random smattering of written pieces that you'll still see on wouldyoukindly.com from time to time. We don't want to slight anyone, so make sure and go check those guys out when you get a second. And normally this is where I'd say, like, email us if you want to be on the next show, but there won't be a next show of this. So again, we fucking love you guys, and thanks for listening.